Ladies and gents, a warm welcome from Cricketers Academy Ground 1. For the second clash of the day, you're watching Bimatic Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. The first game of the day has really set the tone, and it's a clash between Laila Cricket Club and Bando Design. Laila Cricket Club are batting now. The fielders have BM's Victorians. The bowlers are warming up. Everything will just kickstart in few minutes. The umpires are all set. The batter is just looking around the field setup. There is going to be a slip. Is it a slip? I don't think it's a slip. It's a short third almost, because he's at the edge of the 30-yard ring. Let's play, says the umpire. Mamoon gets underway for the first ball. Slightly uppish. And well saved. Good save by the fielder. Perhaps it was Abdur Rahman Johnny at the edge of the boundary. No. Johnny was the batter, in fact, who played the shot. Two officials for this game, Ghazi Hassan Shamim and Munjurul Hassan Khan. And of course, there is a third umpire as well, Raju Ahmed. Flicked off the pads. Easy peasy. The first boundary of the game. And it comes in a quick time. Well, it was pace on. And Johnny just clips it away off the legs through backward square leg for 4. Slower delivery. Changes the pace, does Mamoon, after being hit for a 4. It's the 4th game of this tournament. Of course, this edition, that must be said. Bimatic Royal Champions Trophy Season 5 commenced yesterday. Pulled away. And pulled away with disdain. This was a commanding stroke from Johnny. He is batting so easily now in the middle, and Mamoon will be right under the cosh. Swings it high. Has he found the meat of the blade? No, he hasn't. Taken it long off. In fact, taken it mid-on. It was Arifur Rahman Asif with the grab. And that's the end of a little cameo from Johnny. Too many shots offered. And he has to pay the price for playing too many balls in the air as well. That's the first blood. It's been drawn by Mamoon in the first over. This was uncalled for. A totally mistimed hit, which ended up being caught at mid-on. Dejected face from Johnny as he walks back. The first ball after the fall of the wicket, and that's the end of the first over as well. Laila Cricket Club are 10 for 1. Pile to bowl the next over. It's a combination of pace and spin. Aerial, but not in the gap. We'll find Akash at the edge of the boundary. This is Alif Taslim Hassan from the com box, and I'm welcoming Ahmed bin Parvez alongside me.
Thank you very much. Laila Cricket Club are batting first, off to set a decent total. They've lost a wicket in the process, but that's a gap shot. And out of nowhere, they go and find the gap. Once it pierces the infield within the power plays, there's only one destination for the ball. I beg your pardon. It's actually the other way around. Laila Cricket Club, LCC, they're bowling first. That's nicely played. Well fielded in the inner circle as well. This is a Group A encounter. Laila Cricket Club, they've been champions in this tournament before, so they have that experience. That's swatted away. Oh, bounces off the grills. It is a 6. It's a massive hit from the batter. Would have been a 6 in any ground whatsoever. Bowler shakes his head. He knows he cannot go and bowl full to him. Oh, that's through the field. Big chase for the fielder. The outfield is good. He makes ground. Throws it back. A couple of runs for the batters in the process. An end of the over. Bando are (24 for 1). The end of over number 2. We'll have the scorecard soon. In the meantime, just for our viewers who are watching us here at the Royal Champions Trophy Facebook and YouTube channels, the update is that Laila Cricket Club are bowling first. And Bando Designs, they've made a good start. 2 overs, they've gone to 24, but lost a wicket in the process.
So now the change in bowling, it's going to be Arifur Rahman Asif with some left-arm orthodox spin. He's a vastly experienced campaigner, has played in Dhaka First Division Cricket League as well, and also played Premier Division cricket. A very cunning spinner. Well bowled. Some turn and bounce.
So extracting some turn and bounce, using all his experience, also having a feel of the wicket, how it would behave. It's just the third over and we already see spin. We've seen a similar pattern in yesterday's afternoon game as the sun bakes down on the pitch. Captains tend to use their spinners within the power plays.
Absolutely. Gaurav Chaturvedi did really well. Yesterday picked up 3 wickets in a very quick succession and he really made the ball talk. So the domination was evident from the spinners.
And long may it continue, will feel Asif.
Well bowled stump to stump, offering no room for the batters.
Yeah, the batters are respecting the good deliveries and I think that's the way to go. Don't need to chance your arms against deliveries which might get you out. He's got a slip in place as well, Asif.
Really good bowling this is. Stump to stump. And he's very much consistent in that line. Hasn't really deviated.
And from the dugout, for the batting side, they also know he's a good bowler, so they've actually asked the batter not to take risks. Risk taken, and the batter does not connect. In the end, another over comes to an end. After 3, it's still 24 for 1, so it's a maiden over from Asif.
It's going to be Riajul for the next over and he starts off with some swing outside the off stump.
Immediately finding a good channel to bowl at. Batter will be circumspect as well. Of course, Laila Cricket Club, they're always a strong team wherever they play. They are a team to be reckoned with. Riazul has a long run up, a relatively long run up. He's got some pace about him as well, trying to angle the ball away from the right-hander. Still making adjustments in the field. So after a great start, the third over went for a maiden, so Laila Cricket Club making a comeback.
Oh, well bowled. There was some zip off the surface and the ball moved very late. Came back in. Totally surprised the batter.
They pick up a bye. And I think the keeper should have done a little bit better maybe. Rohan, the keeper behind the stumps, was startled by that late movement you mentioned. Riazul is making the ball talk, extracting some good bounce off the wicket as well, making use of his height. He's got some good shoulder action when he comes in to bowl. Will go for the hard length once again probably.
Goes Fuller and he's been punished. One bounce before it goes to the boundary.
Should have gone with a hard length. Went a tad bit full and immediately apologizes to his teammates. Yes, he understands. That wasn't a good delivery. It was right in the slot. A half volley. Could have been cover driven. But instead struck that through the mid-wicket region. Finds the boundary with ease.
Throws it short and wide. And that's been belted. Oh, yes. All the way for 6. Firstly a boundary, now a 6. Bando Designs are getting a move on.
Look at that shot. Cricketers Academy have 2 grounds side by side. And that stroke went over point, went over the ground and onto the other ground. That's how hard and long he's hit that. Brilliant strike, perfect timing, making use of the pace as well. Not an easy shot to play. You have to ride on to the bounce of the ball and then slash it hard. Rabbi did that with ease.
He's really enjoying his time in the middle. Yes, there was struggle against Arifur Rahman Asif, but against Riyajul, he's timing the ball so sweetly. Fuller once again clipped off the pads, but there is a fielder to protect the boundary. Will just be a single.
Akash, the fielder at the deep. The 2 fielders in the deep are all on the leg side for Rabbi. They understand the kind of batter that he is. Prefers to hit his shots on the leg side. So within the power plays, the 2 fielders in the deep are deep mid-wicket and long on. They've moved up a pace, 35 for the loss of 1 wicket. We're into the 4th over.
Picked up off the legs. And that has gone all the way for a boundary. For a moment I thought it may go all the way, but it bounced inside and gone for 4.
It's a nice shot, well timed once again. The 2 batters converge. The end of the over with that boundary. Asif will go and bowl his second over. Bowled a maiden in the previous one. The first maiden over we've seen in this tournament so far. Left arm spinner coming in with his second over. Goes for the reverse. The umpire immediately says there was bat involved. Batter scamper for a run. And the umpire says yes, it has come from the bat. So 1 more run added. 41 for 1 at the moment, Bando Designs.
Arifur Rahman Asif bowled a very good first over. It was a maiden, and it's a rare scene. A spinner bowling a maiden over in a T20 game. Not only a spinner, any bowler bowling a maiden is a great feat in this format of cricket. So credit should be given to him.
Taking his time here, Asif needs some corrections in the field setup before he comes into bowl. Double A behind his back on the jersey.
Down the leg, swept away, but straight to the fielder. So no chance of a run from Shumon. Both the teams are wearing green jersey, looking almost similar. So this was the LBW appeal, although a stifled one. Backs away straight to the fielder. Oh, yes and no, directed, and it's gone.
What a piece of fielding. Extraordinary fielding effort from the inner circle. And on his follow through, all Rabbi has to do is just walk back. So another wicket falls. Bando Designs have lost their second, thanks to some excellent fielding. A direct hit, always a delight to see in any form of cricket. That's how the fielders contribute. Was a cut shot, hit hard. Nice fielding. Just look at that. Pick up and throw immediately. Oh, hits the bullseye. Sweet. The umpire gives a smile. He doesn't even need to raise his finger. The batter was already on his way. So 2 wickets down. 41 for 2. We're in the 5th over of the game. Asif to continue. Off the back foot. Slightly circumspect there. Mid-on in action. He's keeping the batters really honest here. Asif still has his slip in place. Down the leg. Not the best of connections, but there is a gap to be found. Just gets a single. No boundaries in this over yet. Asif is a very hard bowler to get away. Rana is the man who's coming on strike now. Going to be an interesting passage of the game. Bando Designs initially had a great start. 24 runs of the first 2. Not being able to follow up on that. 42 for 2 at the moment. We're into the 5th over. One more over and the power plays remain.
Hint of turn. Another over comes to an end from Asif. After 5, it's 41 for 2. It's 42 for 2, beg your pardon. Once again, the movement is still available even in the 6th over. Riajul is making the ball move outward from the right-hander.
Continues. He's done well since he's come in, Riazul. This is the final over of the power plays. So one last chance for the batters to maybe try and play some shots over the top. After that, there will be gaps opening up, but considering the dimensions of the ground, batters actually have found it easy to hit those elevated strokes out of the park anyway.
Well bowled. Stump to stump. Riazul has a good height, as you mentioned previously. That's always advantageous for any fast bowler to extract some bounce and pace.
And he comes using his height and using the pace that he has. The more I see this guy, the more it feels like he's meant to be a quick bowler. Enjoys bowling. You always see young cricket fans being inspired by a lot of batters, but sometimes you can be a fan of a bowler who's also enjoying his game. And for someone like Riazul, even in the amateur scene, you can have grammatically correct bowlers coming in with the right intentions. I have a long list of fast bowlers that I'm a fan of, and I'm sure you have too, Alif.
Everyone does have. And you mentioned about the correctness of the amateur bowlers, but right now they're playing amateurs. Once they used to be professional cricketers. So they have got that talent, and of course, all the other features to be a perfect player. A single in the next delivery.
Dealing in singles at the moment. It is still the power plays, but unfortunately for Bando Design, they've not been able to get a move on and get those boundaries consistently here. Standing outside the popping crease, the batter.
Down the leg, ill directed. The release point was something different than the last delivery. It was heading towards the fine leg. Perhaps he was eyeing for that in swinging delivery, and that's where he made the mistake.
Well, he's trying his variations. Did not work out on that occasion, but was a good take by the keeper. Nice half stop. Prevented few extra runs.
He goes for the stock ball and gets hit away for a boundary.
A good shot. There will be some loose deliveries coming in from the bowlers, and as a batting team, as a batter, you need to focus and try to find those loose deliveries from which you're going to go and score those runs. So, a safe way to score some runs, and the team 50 comes up as well. 50 for 2 after 6.
Ball jam. Pyle gets a wicket. The ball went on with the arm and hits the bullseye. Uproots one stump out of the ground, and such a pleasant sight for any bowler to uproot a stump.
Oh, what a sight. What a sight for Laila Cricket Club. Another one bites the dust. Wickets falling in regular intervals here. It's getting difficult for Bando Design to get some sort of momentum in this game. 3 wickets down into the 7th over. Doesn't look like they're going to score anywhere near 200, it seems. For the afternoon game, I think we need to reassess what the power score should be. Probably 160, 70 could be a good score. But at least they need a couple of good partnerships for that.
So the new batter walks in after the fall of the wicket. finds the outside edge of the bat, but the short third comes into the play.
Won't be an easy task for the batters now. 3 wickets down, they need to concentrate, form a partnership. Let the start be slow, but gradually they might find the bowlers that they can hit for big shots. A slip fielder, wide slip, brought in 2 slips in fact in place for the batter.
Edged away, miscued. Fielder. Oh my god! It's a great take! Absolutely a screamer of a catch! Catch of the tournament?
Surely a contender here. And he himself, once he stood up with the ball in hand, knew that he's done something extraordinary here. The batter walks off almost bemused by the level of fielding that is in display. Laila Cricket Club, they're really on song. 1 wicket, through a direct hit, a run out, and then one of the catches of the tournament so far. So well done to Laila Cricket Club. Bando Designs. They need to redesign their batting innings at the moment. Wickets are falling. 4 wickets down now. Just 50 on the board.
Two wickets in this over. The new man walks in. It's Ryan. Who's at number 6? His team is in trouble when he walks out to bat. Appeal, but of course won't be given out.
Yeah, the ball wasn't hitting the stumps. Batter left it. Tad bit risky. Usually don't see a batter leaving a ball in a T20 game, but that was a rarity. We've seen so many rare things in this innings. You know, direct hit, run out, an incredible catch, batters leaving.
Just past the outside edge. For a moment I thought he's got the man, but he hasn't. End of another successful over. A great over. 2 wickets from it. After 7, it's 50 for 4.
Faster bowler walking in from the far end. Some discussion with the skipper as well. A long wait before the next over begins. 50 for 4 after 7. Akash is the new bowler. He's got a long run up himself as well. We've seen two left arm spinners. We've seen two quick bowlers. What has Akash has to offer? Four wickets down already. They need to start building a steady partnership here. Well bowled within the stumps again, quick and straight from Akash. Bando design still 50 for 4. We're into the 8th over. Has been a good start, but later on the fall of wickets has really hampered the progress of the batting side. Sliced it, and we'll find the gap, we'll find the boundary. There was width outside off stump, made best use of it. Sometimes if you bowl quick, you run the risk of being expensive as well. Once the ball hits the bat, doesn't have to be best of timings. At times the ball will just find its way to the boundary. There's some movement in the scores. 54 now for 4. Bando design moved past 50 after quite some time. Full and straight, nicely driven, straight bat being used, mid-off, will chase and will not be able to stop it. He's entered a room. There's this single-storied building just beside the ground. The ball went into that room and so did the fielder. We'll have to see the replay to actually have a look. The timing on the shot was really very, very good. Basic batting does the trick. Don't need to be too extravagant. At the moment, just hold fort, form this partnership. That should be the order of the day. Oh, kept low. Nicely dug out as well. Good effort from the batter. Another proof that Rana is focused. Something that's not supposed to happen. The ball falling short and still keeping low. Coming in fast into the stumps. Not an easy ball to defend. He does that well. The team moves on to 58. A couple of boundaries in this over. Effective batting from Bando Designs, from Rana. They'll have to play it safe, but keep on scoring as well. Extra bounce this time. Tricky for the batting side. One ball keeps low, the other one jumps up. Akash, a good exponent of the hard length. Bending his back. Getting some pace. Keeping the batters on their toes. They'll look to go to 160. But for that, they need to preserve wickets as well. Full! Almost an incredible unplayable delivery there. Missed the off stump by inches, missed the outside edge by inches as well. Akash ended the over with a dream delivery. It had everything, but just could not take the wicket. So end of over 8. 58 for 4. Bando Designs. Beginning of the over number 9. Taking some time here. Left arm spin once again. Pyle picked up a wicket already. A Yorker for the batter to contend with. Started off well here again. So in terms of fielding and bowling quality, looks like Laila Cricket Club really in a good headspace here. They're confident. They don't mind bowling at this juncture of the game. And at the rate that Bando designs are batting at, Laila Cricket Club won't mind chasing anything around 130 to 40. Flighted, slightly aerial, but finds the gap as well. That goes on for the boundary. Very good looking shot and a good result as well. Dealing in boundaries now, no singles or doubles. It was 58, now moves on. In fact, moves on to 63. So there was a single in between. We're into the 9th over now, 63 for 4. Again, fluently driven through the extra cover region. Mid-off and extra cover fielders were converging. But they can only go out, pick the ball, and throw it back to the bowler. Consecutive boundaries in the same region. This is classical batting from Rana. Playing with the turn, the left arm spinner giving him with outside off stump, bowling it full, and he obliged, goes for the drive every time he gets it. Onto the back foot. No run this time. In comes Pyle one more time. Sensible. So scamper for one, won't go for the second. Do not want to take risks. Throws coming from the deeper areas can also result in direct hits. Laila Cricket Club, they've been excellent with their ground fielding. End of another over. End of over number 9. 66 for 4. Akash in with his next over. Straight to mid-off. Won't take a single there. The batters have decided to stay safely in their grounds. It is tough, especially against a disciplined bowling attack and a good, very, very good fielding side, to go and score those runs. Anything you do, you need to take risks against some good deliveries. That's pulled. Sounded good and goes all the way. That is a 6. That breaks the shackles for Bando Designs. They've been struggling to score those boundaries. Suddenly, when they get one, you almost feel like they need to capitalize on the momentum that they're gaining gradually. This partnership is looking better, especially after 4 wickets down. Both of the batters. Just have a look at that. 6 from Rana. Oh, Akash is not happy. He's not happy. Something happened out there beside the side screen which distracted the batter and fully on his rights to not face the delivery. Akash, on the other hand, rides the risk of getting some demerit points maybe. Clearly, if you have a big run up there, it's difficult to go back and run in once again when it's not your fault. An off cutter. No run still. Both the batters slightly struggling with the running between the wickets. They haven't been very proactive. They're just waiting for some clear-cut opportunities there. Nicely struck. Catch it is the call though. One bounce into the fielder's hands. They will take a single. Not sure what that commotion is all about. The fielder was very close to the boundary ropes. Probably that is something that excited the dugout from the batting side. Akash. Has his hands full here. The umpire still waiting. Lots of delays happening in this innings. It's not been a smooth ride whatsoever. Raihan will be on strike. Bando Designs are batting first. Will set a target. This is match number 4 of the Royal Champions Trophy Season 5. Nicely elevated. One bounce into the ropes. This is a nicely driven shot. Gets a boundary. That sweet timing from the batter. Kept his composure, kept his poise. Did not break shape. Had the full understanding that he had to hit it straight enough. Did that. There was long on and long off. Found the gap in between. An effort ball through the infield. There is a fielder in the deep. Will pick it one-handed and throw it back. But a couple of runs taken by the batters nonetheless. 2 runs. And end of another over. So it's halfway into Bando Design innings. Or is it end of over number 9? We'll just confirm. Yes. They're on to 81 for the loss of 4 wickets after 10 overs. So they have an opportunity here. If you double the score, it could get to 160. So that's something that Bando Designs would want to reach at the least. Still have 6 wickets in hand, but 10 overs to go. So 60 balls. Sometimes it seems 60 balls is not much, but sometimes When you're the batting side in a T20 game through the middle overs, it almost feels like you need to somehow reach to the final 30 balls and then go for those big shots. If you've lost early wickets, which Bando designs have, they'll have to keep on getting those singles and doubles, even if they're not finding the boundaries. And one of them, at least, has to try and be a bit more aggressive. Pyle will continue with his left arm spin. That's a strong drive. Strong throw from Mamun as well. And the deflected ball gives the batters an opportunity to go for two. Slight confusion between the batters. They did not want to take a risk. Satisfied with two. Initially, it was some misfielding from the fielder. In fact, the bowler who was standing behind the stumps. The throw came in very quickly, could not receive the throw cleanly, in the process conceding an extra run. Will go for the single. Will he go for more? The bowler is chasing. They're going for the second. Oh, a risky one. Thrown at the far end. So they're getting those doubles now, and that has taken a toll on the batter. Rana is already on his knees. 2 runs in 2 consecutive deliveries taken. And he's been there for a while. And I wish we could tell our viewers what his individual score is. But what we can give you is the team total, and that is 84 for 4. We're into the 11th over. Well bowled, well played, and well run as well. Good cricket all over. If you've watched movies, there's a movie called The Terminal where the lead actor Tom Hanks was asked a question: what's the most difficult thing to do? And his answer was wait. So to wait is a very big virtue. We're all having to wait. The anticipation is there. We're not sure what the score is, where we are at. But that's the fun of life. And Pavel, pardon us for our mistakes. Apologies in advance for any misspelled names. Left arm spinner is in. And the one we were mentioning, picked up wickets, bowled well, is actually Pavel. A slight inside edge again. A yes-no situation in the end. Both batters complete the run. And in comes the extra fielder, or the extra man from the team, 12th man, with the water bottles. The batters need some hydration, some sort of a break. End of over number 11. It's 87 for 4, Bando Designs. We're back after the drinks break. Wasn't a formal drinks break, it was more like a break that both the batters most likely needed and the fielding side said, yes, let's take that as well. Ryan is back on strike. Bando design setting up a target. That's flicked fine. Fielder at fine leg has some action to complete. He's done it well. Stopped it with his feet. Throws it back at the keeper. Walid is the bowler. We're into the 12th over here. 89 for 4. Approaching the team 100. And Rana is looking good. Well bowled! Extremely well bowled! And up stands the off stick and the leg stick. Where has the middle stump gone? It's uprooted, it's flat, and just as I said, Rana was looking good. He's been there for quite some time. He has to make the long walk back. Oh, what a ball to face. Should not feel very bad about himself because that was an unplayable delivery from Walid. His reaction said it all. Wicket number 5 done. The new batter walks in. We're into the 12th over. 89 for 5. Just look at that delivery. A perfect Yorker. If a perfect Yorker had a definition, show them the video footage of this particular wicket. This delivery from Walid. The new batter taking a leg stump guard. Walid will be very confident. He'll be feeling good about himself. Has got a smile in his face. Not the quickest of bowlers, but his accuracy has been exemplary. He's got a Yorker perfectly on spot. Seldom do you see a Yorker uproot the middle stump. Just hit the base of the middle stump. He's done that. I said he doesn't have a lot of pace, but enough pace to uproot the middle stump, it seems. Went for the same ploy. Almost surprised the batter. There is mid-on in place, and the new batter will pick up a single. So the partnership broken. And now another act of rescue is required from the two batters. Bando Designs move on to 90 for 5. Walid waiting to complete his over. Keeps it within the stumps, full and straight. Once again, played straight by Raihan. No risk taken. Interesting to see the way he's gripping the seam. Wants to bowl seam up. A lot of focus goes on to how he's gripped the ball. Looks like a thinking cricketer here, Walid. His execution has been very good. Again, using the angle. Trying to jack the ball inward towards the right-handed batter. They've scampered for a single. And that is the end of another over. Over number 12, done and dusted. 91 for 5, Bando Designs, and time for change in the voices. In comes Alif Tasnim.
Thank you so much, Parviz. Wow, what a welcome I received. I just arrived to the combox, and Arifur Rahman Asif has picked up a wicket immediately, and that's a dream delivery for any left-arm orthodox bowler. Flighted, and the ball took a big spin away from the right-hander. There was steep bounce as well, and the keeper broke the stumps. It's a stumping, the typical one, and yet another one bites the dust for Bando Designs. They're falling apart now in this point in time. Lost their sixth. It's 91 for 6. The new batter walks into the middle, watchfully tucks the first ball that he faces. The batter is Nurullah, the new man in. Nur Alam, I beg your pardon. And the slip is still there for Asif as he's getting some turn and purchase. It's a wise option to keep that attacking field set up. Laila Cricket Club has exactly done that, but this man on screen has been phenomenal. He's really making the ball talk and has given hard time to the batters. All these live pictures are coming to you from Cricketers Academy Ground 1. You are watching Pimatek Royal Champions Trophy Season 5 powered by Jersey Smith. 8 teams are partaking in this edition of Royal Champions Trophy. Laila Cricket Club and Bando Design are the teams who are facing each other on the fourth game of this edition. Inside edge onto the pads. Once again, he's very much frugal in terms of giving away runs. Bowled the first one as maiden Arifur Rahman Asif. The batters have really struggled against his bowling. Slight shuffle. A drive down the ground. And that's the end of the 13th over, with the score being with the score being 93 for 6. Wally Chaudhary comes out to bowl. A handy all-rounder. Bowls medium pace. There's also a good hitter of the cricket ball. A genuine fast bowling all-rounder is always a blessing for any side. Kept really low appeal. The keeper was really enthusiastic, but the bowler wasn't. Rohan was the keeper. He was literally pleading to the umpire, Munjul Hassan Khan, but not much interest shown by Wali Chaudhary himself. There was a thick inside edge, of course, and the ball was also angling down the leg side. Banged down the ground. Alright, so there is a fielder at mid-off. A direct hit could make things interesting. Interesting to see a fielder has been stationed inside the ring at mid-off. This goes to show how aggressive Laila Cricket Club fielders are. Yes, they're on the upper hand, but putting a fielder on the 14th over inside the ring shows the level of their aggressiveness. Mistimed will result in a single. Sounded good, but won't really fetch much of a runs. Nur Alam is the man who just arrived after the last wicket. Wally Chaudhary hits the bullseye once again and uproots the off stump. The off stump went for a toss. It had a somersault. And it's wicket number 2 for him. Bando designs are getting absolutely demolished in front of the bowling lineup of Laila Cricket Club. The 7th one falls down. It's 97 for 7. Arifur Rahman Asif to bowl his final over, and just look at his bowling figure. 3 overs, 3 runs and a wicket. Goes to show that how thrifty he was in terms of giving runs. Samiul Islam and Tawhid are the batters. Arifur Asif, 15 dots. This is sensational stuff, with the economy being 1.26. Incredible bowling performance in T20 format. Once again, stump to stump. The batter scampered through for a single and a direct hit yet again. Well, whenever the throw is being done from the circle, The throws are hitting the stumps, which is very good for Laila Cricket Club, the former champions of Royal Champions Trophy. They won the final against Tara Sports Club back in 2024 on the third season and lifted up the championship trophy that year. Yet again, they have really gathered some quality cricket players and formed a very strong side. They will be eyeing for that beautiful trophy, which has a combination of gold and silver, of course, in terms of color. Edged over the first lip. A streaky boundary gets. Samuel Islam gets a streaky boundary. And this is the first boundary conceded by Asif as well. He gave away 3 runs from his first 3 overs. Comes down the pitch, does Tawhid. Hits it high, hits it long, hits it over the top. It's a 6. Alright, it's Tawhid, not Samuel. Tawhid has hit the 6 down the ground and moved on to 10 from 2. All of a sudden, he's getting a move on. Straight to the fielder. Right from the get-go, none of the batters from Bando design looked really comfortable in the middle. They lost wickets in regular intervals. Oh, well bowled. That's a peach of a delivery. And the finger has gone up. Arifur Rahman Asif gets his second and removes Tawhid from the equation. This is sensational bowling. He's really ripping the heart out of the Bando batters. Yet another one bites the dust. It's Tawhid. Alright, so it's refereed upstairs and the third umpire, Raju Ahmed, will be in some action. So this is how the batting card looks like. Not a bright sight for Bando Design. None of the batters could do well. After 15, the score is 109 for 7. Of course, not a bright day with for them with the bat in hand. And here comes Abul Hussein. All right, so that was given not out. The decision came from the third umpire. After 15, it's 109 for 7. And in the com box with me, once again, here comes Ahmed bin Parvez.
The last 5 overs. Last 5 overs is the business end of this batting innings. Comes in around the wicket. Left arm quick, Abul Hassan. Concedes a single from the first delivery. Tawhid looks more of the aggressor among the two.
He's played some aggressive strokes against Arifur Rahman Asif. The first one was a streaky boundary, and the second one was an aggressive shot. So let's see how he deals with the faster bowlers like Abul Hussein, who's come to bowl at the 16th over. Looks to be a regular bowler, but I'm not quite sure why the skipper has introduced him so late in this innings.
It's running in around the wicket. An extremely slow off cutter from the left arm quick bowler. The batter bamboozled, but in the end somehow manages to get the inside part of the bat.
Well, it's not someone who generates extreme pace. Then again, when he bowls an off cutter that becomes too slow, that's what has happened on this case as well.
Again, another cutter from Abul. The batters will pick up a single this time.
Samuel and Tawhid, they need to pick up singles and of course as many runs as possible, because they should eye to play at least 20 overs, their full quota. It's Nelson on the board for Bando Designs.
Sounded good off the bat. Fielder will do some sort of footwork here. It's the afternoon. Not all of the fielders would want to dive around here. We've seen quite a few nifty footworks from the fielders. An effort ball from Abul. Driven for another single. So dealing in singles at the moment, the two batters.
That's what they should be doing, because both these batters finding it hard to get boundaries. So it's better to keep the scoreboard moving with the singles and doubles. Bando Designs Limited has a horrible day with the bat in hand, but of course things can turn around if they can finish things off in some styles with some fireworks.
We've seen that in previous matches. Big overs coming at the death. Walks into the shot. Drags it towards mid-wicket. There is a fielder in place. Akash once again in action. Batters will pick up a single.
Lack of pace behind that delivery prevented him from playing a big hoik. That's the end of the 16th over. Bando Designs at 115 for 7.
24 balls remain in this innings. Tawhidul Islam Akash is back into the attack. Setting his field straight. The keeper, just look at how far he's standing from the pitch. So he's expecting Akash to get some quick ones in. Let's hit down the ground. Two could be the call. No, they gingerly walk for a single.
This was hit straight like an arrow down the ground, but not enough power to beat those fielders. One running from long off, another one from long on. So Tawhid gets a single. Samil Islam and Tawhid have spent some time in the middle together, so they have to carry this one till the very end of this innings. Tawhidul Islam Akash went a tad bit expensive if you consider the other bowlers. Samuel Islam scored 8 from 9. Just having a look around the field, and perhaps he will go for a shot the next delivery.
Slightly shorter. Went for the big shot there, Samuel Islam. Not timing it at all.
The league matches are going on of Bimatek Royal Champions Trophy Season 4, powered by Jersey Smith. Just kick-started yesterday. The 5th edition of this amateur cricket tournament.
An off-cutter, stays low. A play and a miss once again. This is good bowling from Tawhidul Islam Akash at the death.
He saw the batter trying to cut loose. The intentions are very much visible in his actions. Hence, Akash took the pace off. And that delivery kept also very low. Was not within the arc of Samuel Islam to get the connection with the bat.
This time he connects and will find a boundary. No, doesn't. Doesn't. Asif was a fielder in the deep. Did they pick up a single or two? No, they just pick up a single.
So this is what has transpired. A short delivery. He missed out an opportunity of hitting a boundary at least. And once again, nifty bit of footwork. The fielder stopped the ball with his left leg.
Went for the Yorker. Half stop by the keeper. We'll have to look at the umpire for his signal. As the batter scamper for a run. Yes, it's a wide, so 2 extras to be added.
The current partnership is 21 from 16 between Tawhid and Samuel Islam. After a while, Bando Designs Limited have found 2 batters who are staying in the middle for some time. Four runs from this Akash over. Still 2 balls to be bowled.
A slower one, almost yorked himself out, but will find the gap and a single in the process.
The current rate is 7.14, which is of course not substantial against a team like Laila Cricket Club, who are really strong in terms of their batting prowess.
So they do have a strong batting lineup, and for that you need strong shots. He's hit one, and it's gone all the way for 6. So good end to the over by Tawhid. Moves on to 19. 126 for 7, Bando Designs Limited.
Right, it was in the slot. Tawhid swings and gets enough connection to thump the ball out of the first ground, and that landed to the second ground from the first to second. That traveled the distance. Tawhid has moved on to 19 from 9.
Abul Hussein is back, left arm medium. Best bowling figures of 4 for 28. Has a career economy of just above 7. Proves to be an effective bowler. Bowling at the death. Relies on his cutters quite a lot. Conceded just 6 runs from his first over. In for over number 18. Still 18 deliveries left in this innings. Samuel Islam will be on strike. Projected total from here on is 148, which means close to 150. Could be competitive, probably. In a 20 over game. The same wicket was used for the previous match as well, so there might be some tiredness in the wicket. Might be sticky in the latter part of the match. Not easy for the batters to go and play their shots at will. 150 should be something that Bando Designs will have in mind. An off cutter. Hits it straight, and that one goes for the boundary. Good strike from Samuel Islam. Nice strike there by Samuel. Will give him a lot of confidence. Standing with an open stance, shuffles across, goes for the straight drive once again. Abul Hussein stops it. Oh, direct hit, could have been trouble there. Good presence of mind shown by the keeper. But Abul Hussein stops it with his boot and then doesn't follow up and go and pick the ball up, allowing the batters to get that single.
The flow of the runs is increasing. It was below 7 at one point, now it's above 7.5. So both these batters have collected some amount of runs for Bando Designs.
And they keep on collecting them. This time through a single.
They've moved to 130 for 7 at one point. It was seeming like they may face difficulties to score 130 mark, but it's on the board already, and still more than 2.3 overs to go.
Exposes his stumps, but no harm done. Will walk for a single.
The fourth match of Amature Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. Laila Cricket Club and Bando Designs are locking horns. There were double headers today, just like the last day.
That's high. It's got the elevation and got the distance as well. Where has it gone? Do we need to find another ball here? Big strike. Again from Tawhid. He can hit those big shots. A 4 and a 6 in this over already. Abul Hussein not being able to restrict the flow of runs here.
A tad bit short. Not enough pace to disturb the batter. Abul Hussein has chosen the wrong length to bowl at, and he has been punished. That's the end of the 18th over, with the score being 139 for 7.
Akash is back. 2 more overs remain in this innings. It has been a long, laboured innings from Bando Designs Limited. The batters, lots of them got starts. None of them could continue. Later on, it's been Tawhid who's creating some spark. 26 of 12, quite a few big blows from his bat. Current run rate of 7.72 indicates something around 150 plus could be a good score. Hit straight to the hand. Would be very harsh to say it was a cotton balled opportunity.
It wasn't, to be honest, because it was hard. It was hit with lot of power. Within a fraction of a second, the bowler had to react. And he might have taken a blow as well. Yes, look at that. His finger is aching. Tawhidul Islam Akash seems to be in pain. The sound of the bat was so cracking. It was cracked so hard by Samiul Islam. Akash says, I'm all okay. I'm good to go for the next ball. It's all happening in the middle. And all of a sudden, the run rate is humming around 8, which is very positive for Bando Design.
Surely is. That's top edged. There's a fielder. Won't be able to reach that, Walid. Oh, what's happening? Sloppy. Oh, that's a direct hit. And the batter has to walk. Doesn't even look back. Trying to go for that bonus run there, the batters. At times, you're told by your coach not to run off an overthrow. They did that and paid the price for it.
Mistakes are not always bad. Just like that. Yes, it was a mistake or an overthrow that could leak an extra run, but that has brought a wicket for Laila Cricket Club. A run out. Yet again, a direct hit, the second one of this match. We discussed a lot of times that we haven't seen any instance of direct hit in this tournament this far. But there you go. The fourth game has already brought a couple of direct hits, and we may have some more hits in the later part of the game as well.
Steps out, flat bats that. There is a fielder at extra cover. Lays it off for some relay fielding. Mamoon doesn't want to throw, doesn't want to create another overthrow opportunity there probably. 8 wickets down now, 141 on the board.
Chauvin is the new man in. 37 matches played. 399 runs under his belt. Of course, not a regular batter, rather known for his bowling capabilities.
And this is why he's already showing signs that he's one of those batters who comes in late in the order, tries to nudge at it, fails.
That was a nonchalant looking stroke. He was so late to react. Fortunately, hasn't got a feather touch Otherwise, this could be curtains for him. But Akash has bowled so well in this over, only a couple of runs, and of course a wicket.
Cheeky and effective. Gets the boundary that he needs. Who says he can't bat?
He heard us, probably, and said, "Hold on, let me show what I'm capable of. I'm a tall guy, and I can play some innovative shots just like that." Shuffled across, exposed all three stumps. It was a gutsy shot because he could be bowled out if he missed, but the connection was really sweet, and the ball really reached the fence in no time.
Turns out to be an expensive spell in the end. Going for the single. Quick run. 1 run safely taken. Tawhidul Islam Akash concedes 40 runs from his 4 overs. So after 19, it's 147 for 8. Abul Hussain to finish off proceedings. Conceded 19 from the previous 2, especially expensive in his second over. Shobhon is the man on strike. Has some innovation about him. We've seen him play that paddle scoop in the previous over. Go straight this time. We'll pick up a single, and I think that's a good option, bringing Tawhid back into strike.
Exactly, he's the set batter. Has played some good shots as well. 2 sixes, 1 boundary. So he should be the one to take the strike in the last over. On the verge of scoring 150, Bando Designs Limited. Abul Hussain has been assigned to deliver the last one. He shouldn't go for that short delivery with slow pace.
Is that well timed? That is the question, and the answer is no. Riazul takes the catch, and Tawhid has to walk back. An attempt, a valiant attempt, 28 runs, useful runs for his team. Very close to 150 here, Bando Designs Limited, as they've lost their 9th wicket.
He's really grumpy with himself. Yet again, a slower delivery does the trick for Abul. We've seen his reliance on these slower balls. Once again, an off cutter. Yes, slightly shorter, but was not within the hitting arc of the batter. Tawhidul had to play away from his body, and that's where he made the mistake. Mistimed shot straight down the throat of the fielder at long off.
Is it a good connection? No! Another catch! Another catch! And Abul Hassan, or Abul Hussain should I say, will be on a hat-trick for his next match if he gets a wicket in the first delivery. And that's how the innings ends. Just short of 150, 148 all out are Bando Designs Limited. Not sure if they'll be satisfied with this innings. Not the huge total that they expected that they'll get, but I think it could be challenging enough if the bowlers bowl well, if the fielders take on to their catches like the one that we saw in the last wicket and how it fell. It was a nice catch. So some brilliant catching, good fielding all over has seen Bando Designs Limited fall short of the 150 mark. Nicely picked up. He's satisfied. Laila Cricket Club are satisfied. They won't mind chasing 149 to win this game. It was overall slightly disappointing batting performance from Bando Designs Limited. Quite a few of them getting starts, but none of them really going deep, making their innings long enough to have an impact. Has been a team effort overall with the bat. They end with a score at 148, all out, unable to play their full quota of 20 overs here. As for Laila Cricket Club, they need 149 to win this game. We're in for some fun. Welcome back to all the viewers who are watching us live from the Royal Champions Trophy Facebook and YouTube channels. This is Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5, powered by Jersey Smith. This is match number 4 at the Cricketers Academy ground number 1. Laila Cricket Club going against Bando Designs. Scored 148. Could not play out their 20 overs. They got all out. 149 is the target. And in the com box, Salif Tasneem and Ahmed bin Parvez to accompany you.
Welcome everyone from Cricketers Academy Ground 1. The tussle is between Laila CC and Bando Designs. The former champions are locking horns with the new side who are partaking for the first time in this tournament. Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5. Wali Chaudhary will take the strike for the first ball. He's promoted up in the order, used to be a middle order batter in the earlier days. We are all set, and here we go for the ball number 1. Oh, attack from the first ball, that's pulled! And pulled firmly for 6. What a start from Wali Chaudhary.
I'm sure he warmed up well. Looks like there are no jitters whatsoever. The ball just stood still and waited to be hit. Particularly very strong off the back foot. Played that pull to perfection, and right away the chase is on. Laila Cricket Club would not only want to win this, would want to win this with a dominant intent. As shown by Walid, spoken about his promotion up the top of the order. Not only opening the innings but facing the first ball. Gets a 6 from his first delivery, so he has no intentions of slowing down. Tawheed is the bowler. Will have a task in his hands. Some field changes as well right after the first ball. Speaks volumes about the impact of the first shot as well.
Hint of movement. But right after hitting the first shot, the way he reacted seemed like he's done nothing. It's easy peasy for him, a cakewalk for a player of his quality.
He's respecting the good balls as well. The second one had some movement outside off. Once he realized he's not going to control the shot, just checked it at the last moment.
Change of line. The first delivery was within the stumps, and Tawheed has brought the line outside the off stump, and Wali Chaudhary has been beaten with some swing.
So he's getting the swing right away. Of course, within the power plays, every team wants to bring in their best bowler. These are the tougher times for the batting side if they're not mindful.
Walid cracks it through the offside, pierces the field, gets off boundary.
Plays it through the line. No half measures there from the batter. He's hit a 6 of the first ball of the innings, or his first boundary in the 4th delivery. So 10 runs off the over already. We're off to a flying start, similar to what Bando Designs did. First 2 overs went for 24. Look at that. Smash that. Ball went away from the middle of the bat. No chance for the fielder at mid-off.
A cracking stroke from Walid. The sound of the bat was so good to listen to. And any fan who loves cricket would love that sound for sure. The bat hitting the leather. And when the hit is perfect, that sound is ever so satisfying. Oh, very close to the stumps. Inches away.
Was indeed inches away. Walid almost losing his wicket in the process. Seen quite a few balls skipping low. That was one of them. So 6 and a 4 and then 3 dot deliveries. Got stuck in his crease, and look at the awkwardness in that shot. It's going across the line. Won't be happy looking at that replay, Walid.
Squared him up, did though hit. 6 and a boundary from the first over. Still a ball to be delivered. Fuller. Hint of movement. Straight to the fielder. So a dot to complete the first one. After one, it's 10 for none. The skipper, Tariq Miru, pulls a short one and gets hit away. He's nailed it, Hassan. And he announces his arrival in a grand way with a 6.
He has a helmet with the Bangladesh logo on it. And is playing not like an amateur cricketer at all. So must have some sort of professional background. Star comes back well, but just look at that shot in the first delivery again. So consecutive 6s from the first deliveries of each over.
Both the batters have hit that in their very first ball. Firstly Walid and now Hassan. Walid is also Hassan, Walid bin Hassan. His full name is. And both of them are looking in an aggressive mood. Although looking calm, but when they get going, they really bludgeon the bowlers. Goes again, does Hassan. Times it so well. Almost hit the players at the dugout. Another 6.
Well, the ball says, I want to go into the dressing room, and in it went, straight down the ground. There were players at the dugout just sitting there, and they had to evade that ball coming towards them, and the ball rolled into the dressing room. And it's back in the hands of Mohammad Tariq now.
Goes again. It's an elegant stroke. It's a 6. Oh my words. What about that? This is amazing batting from Hassan.
Clean as a whistle. One of the cleanest shots we've seen in the day. And look at the calm in his eyes. Silently killing this innings here.
Effortless. Take that. 3 on the row. He's on a 6-hitting mission. Hassan.
He is on a mission, and he looks like a 6-hitting machine as well. 3 6s on the trot. Hassan 24 of 5. How long do you think it will take for them to reach the total?
It shouldn't take more than 10 to 15 overs, but look at that shot. Was in the slot. And he clubbers the ball over covers. And perhaps the umpire has to look for another one. And look how calm he is. Doesn't really seem he's done something. It's like my everyday's job.
4 sixes in a row. 3 sixes in a row and then a 6 from the first delivery. So 24 runs from the first 5 deliveries. Can he make it 4 in a row now?
He goes again. Aerial. It's long. It's high. It's handsome as well. Is it a 6 or a 4? The umpire is having a look. It bounced once. It's a 4. A very expensive over comes to an end from Tarek Miru. 28 runs from it. Laila Cricket Club are on the move. After 2 there. 38 for none. It's a clean strike. One bounce before it goes to the boundary. Walid keeps the party on.
The new bowler comes in straight away into the receiving end. This is brutal from the batters. Walid bin Hassan picks up a boundary from the first delivery. Almost dragged it towards the leg side. That's the area he favors. 42 for no loss already. Laila Cricket Club.
From the edge will just be a single. But both these batters are looking in a swashbuckling mode and they're making the full use of the power play.
A dot. The batter won't be happy. Pretty much sure he'll aim to go for something big in the next one. Look at that. That's some nice moves there by Akash.
Walid drives it down the ground just for a single. It's sensible that they're respecting the good deliveries, but anything short, anything in the slot, they will absolutely pounce on those.
And the dance move that he had as he was about to come and bowl reminded me of the movie Lagan for some reason.
That's a nice one. Favorite movie of a lot of people who love cricket. Straight to the fielder once again. A precious dot. Hassan is also being watchful about the good deliveries. It's not that he has to throw his bat at everything.
And speaking of favorite movies, not sure if that movie actually depicted how cricket came into India very well. Oh, this is struck nicely. This is going all the way. Where has it gone? Don't bother going to find that one. Just go and get a new ball, please.
That's the biggest of the day, perhaps. The fifth six for Akash. And he's seeing the cricket ball like a football. It was high. It was long. It was six in any ground of the whole world. And relaxed, calm, chilled. Nothing on their face. No one will assume that how aggressive both these batters are, Walid and Hassan. Shuffles across, gets a single to retain the strike for the third over after 3. Laila Cricket Club are 50 for none.
I actually don't see a lot of batters, when they're standing. Keep the bat on their shoulders. One of them is Muminul Haq. I see him do that very regularly. And then I see Hassan as well, almost keeping his bat as a display to the bowler. This is what I'm going to use. It's done well so far, 35 of 9. He's made best use of the bat he has in hand so far.
Shovan will be in operation for the next over. That's pulled away and pulled firmly for a 6. It's raining sixes here at Cricketers Academy. Hassan adds 6 more to that.
I've actually lost count of how many sixes we've seen in this innings already. It's just the 4th over. It's 56 for no loss. Walid has hit a few. Hassan has hit a few. He's on 41 of 10, which means he's batting at a strike rate of over 400. This is crazy batting. Current run rate is close to 18.
7 sixes to be precise. 6 from Hassan, 1 from Walid. Wide delivery. Hassan is disappointed that he missed out an opportunity of earning a boundary.
He will be in the mood that he's in. Looks like every ball that he hits should go to the boundary, should go to the fence. Now it's the turn for Walid. He's had a good start himself, but compared to Hassan, seems like he's playing a test innings.
Just holding on, playing the anchor role, supporting Walid bin Hassan as he's going great guns. It's better to stay calm, steady on the other end, and enjoy the fireworks from the other. He joins the 32. It's eluded the fielder and gone all the way for 6.
Short balls and the balls flying through square leg mid-wicket. Name them. Short balls won't bother these two batters out here in the middle. Hassan's batting at a strike rate of almost 400. Walid bin Hassan is batting at a strike rate of more than 200. So they're making this target look very easy at the moment. 86 needed of 99.
Goes again, does Walid. Get 6 more. He's not going to stop today.
Bando designs. Do they need someone like a Mustafizur here? Any bowler that comes in is struggling. So this is a big sign of concern. You're bowling in your fourth over, and each of your bowlers are clobbered for runs. Doesn't set a good precedence for the next matches as well. They really need to think about which bowlers they have, or maybe on the contrary, the two batters have been so good that the bowlers have been made to look very ordinary.
It's a big bite outside the off stump, but what both these batters have done is they have totally shattered the confidence of the bowlers of Bando Designs. They haven't bowled that bad, but whatever they did, they were punished brutally. Here's the replay of the last six. Elegant, absolutely elegant. Stand and deliver from the sweetest spot of the bat. It traveled the distance. Wide from the toe end of the bat. Everything is going in favor of Laila Cricket Club.
Tarek gives a death stare to the fielder, but that's of no use. The fielders were nowhere near that ball. Yes, he will feel unlucky, the bowler, but there's nothing that can be done at the moment here. 75 needed of 97. They're making very quick work of the number of runs that are required. They're off to 74, so almost halfway there, and we're just into the fourth over. Long may the Walid and Hassan show go on.
74 already. And the highest power play score of the whole tournament has been reached already by Walid and Hassan. Edged away from the keeper. The fielder makes a bit of fumble, although doesn't leak a lot of runs. A single only. It's not a single, in fact. They haven't run for it. And that's the completion of the 74 for none. Down the leg. Put away with disdain. The owner of that car was in some danger, perhaps.
Should have known that Walid and Hassan are batting in the middle. Needs to drive away quickly. It's not a safe zone anywhere close to this ground. Hands on hips moment for Akash. He's in for his second over. Thought could have a better return, but just look at that shot. He's on to 48 from 12. And if my memory serves me right, this could be the quickest 50 in this season of Royal Champions Trophy. So the quickest one, as Alif has mentioned, is from 14 deliveries. So this could be the fastest if we can get it from the next one.
Talking about the car, it reminds me of an incident. There was a match between South Africa and Australia. Mike Haseman was there on the comm box, And someone, I don't really remember the name, has hit a 6 and that landed on the glass of my casement's car. Fortunately, we haven't brought our cars, Parvis. Down the leg. And another boundary. We can talk about that later on. We are tired about talking these. Let's talk about the car.
If there was a car on offer for the player of the match, Hassan would have got it for sure. 13 balls for his 50. Congratulations. This is officially the fastest 50 this season's Royal Champions Trophy, and well deserved. He's not put a foot wrong in this innings so far. Akash is thinking, where on earth will I pitch the ball and survive? He's putting a dance move instead.
Whatever he was doing was going wrong. So it's better to have some dance to chill out. A dot after a while. In fact, the quickest 50 has been scored in the meantime. Hassan scored 50 from 13 deliveries. A blistering knock from his bat. Looks to go again. Hit the tummy.
That was going outside off, so good call by the umpire as well. 84 for no loss. 2 dot balls, such a rarity.
Rarity in terms of this innings, of course. That ball had some bounce. Hit the hands or the chest, perhaps, of Akash. Not Akash, in fact, Hassan. Akash was the bowler. Goes for a scoop. Was very close to the stumps.
Didn't have to do that, Hassan. You're doing so well playing straight. Just go with your shots. 3 dots on the trot here, so the dance moves have worked for Akash.
Throws it outside the off stump. A single only to complete the over. After 5, it's 84 for none. Single to kickstart the sixth over. In fact, the last over of the power play. Just a single from Walid. It's a rare sight, of course, seeing the batters being calm and composed. Just like that, straight down the ground, couple of bounces into the rope. Hassan gets a boundary.
Pinku is struggling. New bowler in. His first over within the power plays has a decent bowling action. But the action from the bat was even better. Picked up a good area there. Past mid-on. He's blowing his hands. He's trying to dry them up. Just played 18 deliveries, but the kind of shots that he played, it's exceptional. Hassan.
Ariel shouts of catch it, but who will catch that? There is nobody to catch this one. Another boundary for Hassan.
Well, Pinku's getting some turn and bounce. Hassan rode the bounce pretty well, slashed at it hard, and look at him again. His bat in display. Ice cold eyes. Really just killing the momentum of the bowler.
Aerial, one bounce, boundary. Everything is on a repeat.
A hat-trick of boundaries now. He's shown he can hit through the onside. He's shown he can hit straight, and now showing his prowess with those extravagant aerial cover drives.
Backs away. Punches that through the cover will just be a dot. Is it a single or a dot? It's a dot after a long time. After an eternity, a dot delivery, and the bowler in fact can have a sigh of relief. A single to complete the power play. Laila CC have scored the most number of runs after 6 at 98 for none. Swept away. It's high. It's long. It's out of the ground. Hassan hits another 6.
Whenever Hassan's on strike, the bowlers are in panic mode. 100 partnership between the two. The opening stand still persists for Laila Cricket Club. Even if the score was 250, I bet they would have scored that with ease. The kind of batting that they're doing at the moment. Swept away brilliantly. Have you seen a weakness in his batting, Alif? He's done it all in this innings. Struck the sweeps, the straight drives, the cover drives, the cheeky shots. He's done everything.
He's done everything, and he's done everything right as well. Of course, every batter has weakness. But we haven't seen anything. Once again, Upish lands safely. Speaking about the weakness, of course, he's also got some weaknesses, but nothing really came out in this innings. He's done all right, and everything is going in his favor as well. But the dance moves. This is on for Akash. A single for Walid.
Into his third over, I think the captain has trusted Akash to keep on bowling because he was the one who was able to pick up a few dot balls against Hassan, which has been so rare. He's back on strike now, Hassan.
Goes again. It's a cracking stroke once again from Hassan. Flurry of sixes.
He's on a different level today, Hassan. We've seen exceptional batting performance in this tournament already. This is match number 4, but I've not seen anything close to this. It's an open confession. 78 from 25 deliveries. As brutal as can be.
The man who was on the screen, Tariq Miru, looks to be absolutely helpless. The skipper of Bando Design has no clue what's happening. You can't stop him. Oh my words, it's a 6! That was a great effort from the edge of the boundary, and he can't even believe, Hassan, that it's gone for six. You need a touch of luck as well, Parvez.
Absolutely. Luck in his way. The fielder did everything right. Almost. Got the ball. Suddenly realized he was off balance. Went out. Flicked it in the air. We'll surely have a look at that in the replay if we have a chance. Entertainment all around. Provided by Hassan, and in that occasion the fielder as well.
A single to complete the seventh over. Once again, an expensive one. After 7, it's 119 for none. Pinko is back. A good delivery. Really forced Hassan to defend.
I'm not sure if it was forced. Just felt like, okay, let me just defend one. Doing it very casually here.
If he wants, of course, he can hit the ball anywhere in the ground today. So nothing to force him, honestly. There was rather reluctance from his side.
That reminds me of one of my favorite commentators, Harsha Bhogle. One of these international matches. Come back to that after this ball maybe. Sliced away. Did he find the gap? There is a fielder there. We pick up a single, Walid. So you basically, after Rahul Dravid hit his second six in a particular over, Harsha Bhogle came out and mentioned that he's in such good form, he's in such magical form. If you ask him to walk over water, he'd be able to do that. So I have a similar feeling about Hassan at the moment. Whatever he's doing is working. His batting worked like magic. So if he was asked to walk over the water, he'd be able to do that today. Today is your day, Hassan.
Words of wisdom from the legend, of course, Harsha Bhogle. A single. This seems to be the most frugal over of the entire innings. Couple of runs only, 3 runs in fact.
Maybe the batters got tired of hitting.
Maybe. A cracking stroke. They're just showing that, well, we took a break. There was a pause. We are not exhausted. End of the over number 8. The scores are 126 for none, and they need 19 more to finish the game with the victory. I beg your pardon, not 19. 23 runs to get from the last 12 over. A lot of balls left, 72 to be exact. And of course, the
Current run rate is 15.75. Required run rate is just 1.92. But I think the batters can take up a challenge by themselves, just to challenge themselves. Can we finish this within 10 overs? I dare you guys. try and go and do it. 23 needed. It's very logical to say they could actually get those 23 runs from the next 2 overs and finish the game with 60 balls in hand. This opening partnership has been ominous. And if dominance had a picture, this is it. Hassan 87 not out, Walid bin Hassan 38 not out. Could he reach his century here? This would be the second century in the Royal Champions Trophy. Walid has been entertained at the non-striker's end. In comes Tawhid for his second over. The one who bowled the first over if in this innings. Slightly wide, but the umpire sides with the bowler. A legal delivery, a dot. Hassan on 87. Could he go on and score the 100 that he very well deserves?
It's been an entertaining show by both these batters. Roll of the wrist, just for a single. Hassan gets closer to his 100. The asking rate is below 2 now, 1.89. And it's my guess that the match is going to end before the 10th over. Slower, driven through the gap, but there is a fielder at the deep.
He's bowling well, Tawhid, well within his limits, showing the array of variations that he has. The back of the hand slower in the previous one. He's one of the better bowlers in the side, but today, as a team, Bando designs have utterly been demolished.
Paying some respect to that delivery. Walid bin Hassan just defending and picking up a single. Overall, it's been a mayhem by these two batters from Laila Cricket Club. And this goes to show that why they became the champion of Royal Champions Trophy Season 3. They have all the capacities to be at the champion side. Quick throw in! No, the throw wasn't quick. I suppose the throw to be quick, but the fielder was nonchalant.
The batters suddenly hurried a bit, dealing in singles this over. 4 singles and a dot. Can they finish it with a boundary? Hassan is on strike. 19 needed of 67. We all can guess who the winner of this match could be.
Straight to the fielder, a dot delivery to end the 9th. After 9, it's 130 for none.
It's interesting. 19 needed. Hassan needs 11 to get his 100. Walid needs 10 to get his 100. So 21 needed by the duo. If they can work things out perfectly, they could end up with a perfect win by 10 wickets, with both the batters reaching their milestones as well. So these are the small little challenges that they can take amongst themselves, because there's nothing much to play for other than that.
Nicely pointed out, Parvez. The match has been thoroughly one-sided. As a result, we are now calculating the mathematics. Apart from focusing on the game, takes a single, does Walid. And yeah, they may have that equation if they know their individual scores.
Yeah, I won't mind that. It's always good to get your team over the winning line, but also doesn't hurt to get some records in the process.
Well played, a late cut. Deft touch from Hassan, and it trickles away to the rope.
And it forces me to say once again, he's probably got no weaknesses. We've seen the full array of shots from him. Probably a reverse whip 6 is what's remaining.
The smile of helplessness visible on the face of the bowler. What to do for him? He's trying out everything, but nothing is working in his favor. Shouts of catch it. One bounce to the fielder.
Almost got it into the gap there. Hassan will get a single. He's been reminded by one of his teammates he needs 6 more runs to get to his 100. And Walid bin Hassan needs to be reminded as well. He needs 9 to get to his 50.
He's cautious. We haven't seen him for a long time to go for the big heaves. Just dealing in singles in this point in time, Walid.
And that's sensible. It's good to finish the game by 10 wickets. Utter domination from both these batters.
Down the leg, swept away. It will be 4 more runs for Hassan. He gets closer to his 100.
Could get his 100 in the next delivery. Still 1 more ball to go in this over. 141. 8 runs to go to win this game. 2 runs needed by Hassan. 8 from 61. On to 98. Conserving energy, just using the pace of the ball to get his boundaries.
He retains the strike, being at 99. After 10, it's 142 for none. Nur Alam for the next over. Upish. He might have had his hurt on mouth because he is a 99 and he nearly made a blunder.
First signs of nerves on the ever composed Hassan. Is a 99.
He gets his 100. Just a simple nudge to the offside and touches his 3-figure mark. You have played a magnificent innings, Hassan. 100 from 41 deliveries with 7 fours and 10 sixes with a strike rate of 243.
Exceptional. Deserves all the applause that he'll get from his teammates in the dugout, from his partner Walid. It's been a superlative knock, and any adjective won't be able to describe the kind of dominance that is shown. But the best part about his batting approach was how calm he remained throughout. Did not look rushed, did not look hurried at all. Was in control the entire time. Now it's up to Walid to complete his milestone.
Slower. He takes a single. It looks like he's quite happy with the achievement of his friend Hassan. Not that enthusiastic about picking up the single and his personal milestone, Walid.
And I think that's a good way to also show to your partner that I'm playing for the team. Go and hit that winning shot. I don't mind. We're still winning by 10 wickets. Team comes first.
Back of hand slower delivery. Watchfully defended. Perhaps Hassan also wants Walid to score his 50 because he was asking that how much he scored and someone replied from the dugout. So he also may want his friend, and his smile says so. Just look at that. We got the answer, Parvis.
This is nice. This is a nice gesture. Reminds me of something that MS Dhoni did for Virat Kohli, for him to get to his 100. When you're so dominant in a game, you can look for personal milestones. You can help your friend out as well.
Just look at that. This is a delivery that he could hit anywhere on the ground, but he just let it go. Let my friend complete his 50. After 11, it's 144 for none. Way outside the off stump, and that extra bit of air swing has taken the ball out of the reach of Walid bin Hassan, who was looking to hit a boundary. Has got a smile on his face. He knows what he's playing for.
And now he knows he might be in trouble even if he hits a boundary, because the game will be over. So one run taken off the equation. I think now he just has to go for the winning shot.
He does go for the winning shot, but doesn't find the gap. Now the question is, will Hassan defend? Oh no, he hasn't taken the single. Alright, so there is no room for the question I was asking.
So the equation for him is to either get 3 runs or take a couple and then take a single and then go for a winning shot.
Another wide. He won't be loving that. Walid. His team is getting closer to the victory mark and he's not getting runs to complete his 50.
It's almost done. Only a double and a 6 can do it for him. It's still mathematically possible. We're sitting here being mathematicians just to try and get Walid across his 50. 2 runs would tie the score, and then a 6.
Gets bowled! The 10-wicket victory doesn't really happen for Laila's cricket club. Walid was looking for some innovation. A scoop was in play, and he missed out. And that's the end of a cracker of a knock.
Yes. But the scene that you saw just a while ago with the off stump rattled a bit is actually the situation where the losing team are finding themselves in. Bando designs, back of a hand slower, worked well for Tawhid. Absolutely hits the tip of the off stump. In any other day, he would have celebrated that. He did actually celebrate the match. In fact, the wicket a bit. But even he knows It's too little, too late, and now we're just waiting for the formality. And I think no more hanky-panky from the batters. They'll just have to go for the winning shot now. There's nothing much to play for. JM Imran Hossain, another very aggressive batter. Should he get the winning runs or maybe leave it to Hassan to do the rest?
Let's see what happens. Oh, it's a very good delivery from Tawhid. Where was this ball throughout the whole innings?
Yeah, the longer the match gets, the deeper the sun sets on the west. We're losing light by the minute. A match which could have been finished within 11 overs. The two batters just tried to complete the equation where both openers could get to their milestones. One succeeded, the other didn't.
Pulled away. And that's the winning runs for Laila Cricket Club. They win their first game of Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5 powered by Jersey Smith by 9 wickets.
Congratulations to Laila Cricket Club winning the game by 9 wickets, and Hassan walks back with his head held high. 100 from 44 deliveries, 7 fours, 10 sixes, 227.27 is his strike rate, and certainly the player of the match for match number 4. What a day of cricket we've witnessed. What a day of batsmanship in general. Match number 3 producing nearly 500 runs, and match number 4 has seen another 100 by Hassan. Well deserved. The way he was batting, he made live images look like a highlights reel. Handshakes between the two teams, with sportsmanship being shown, was played in the right spirit overall. Smiling faces. Bando Designs would know today was not their day and was totally taken away by Hassan. What a brilliant knock he's played. And Walid accompanied him as well and showed why cricket is always a team game. So that's it from the Cricketers Academy. You were watching the Bimatech Royal Champions Trophy Season 5 powered by Jersey Smith, co-sponsor Euro Bangla Foundation. Nishu Ahmed Chaudhary and the team have done a fantastic job once again. And the live images brought to you by Cloud Live BD. A big thanks, a big round of applause for the umpires as well, Ghazi Hassan Shamim and Monzurul Hassan Khan, the TV umpire Raju Ahmed. In commentary, Alif Tasneem was alongside me, Ahmed bin Parvez. We'll be back very soon with the post-match presentation. We've had a great day of cricket here.
what could be the most exciting match of the whole week turned out to be a one-sided affair. Laila CC versus Bando Design. It turned out to be a one-sided affair, and Laila CC won the match by 9 wickets. It's a commanding performance from Laila CC, and they have really trashed Bando Design. In this post-match presentation ceremony, I've got Nishu Ahmed Chaudhary alongside me, the guest, and he will hand over the player of the match trophy, and it's none other than Hassan for his blistering batting performance, a century from only 34 deliveries, and he's receiving the player of the match award from Nishu Ahmed Chaudhary, the chief organizer of Royal Champions Trophy. হাসান, ছবি তোলা শেষে কিছুটা কথা বলতে চাইবো। শুরু থেকেই যখন আসলে ব্যাট করছিলেন একেবারে ব্যাটের মিডলে বল কানেক্ট হচ্ছিল, সেটাই কি আসলে কনফিডেন্স দিয়েছে এতটা আসলে বিধ্বংসী ব্যাটিং করার?
অ্যাকচুয়ালি যে উইকেটটা সুন্দর ছিল, সো চেষ্টা করছিলাম যে জাস্ট বল টু বল খেলার জন্য, মিডিল এই টাইম করার জন্য সেটাই করছি, এবং উইকেট বল সুন্দর আসতেছিল ব্যাটে, সো এটা হেল্প করছে আমাকে।
যে এই মুহূর্তে সেঞ্চুরি করে ফেললেন, আপনি কি ওয়ালিদকে একটু রুম দিচ্ছিলেন 50 করার জন্য? অনেকগুলো ডট খেললেন একটার পর একটা।
হ্যাঁ, অ্যাকচুয়ালি যে আমাদের একটা মিউচুয়ালি ছিল, যখন আমার 100-এর চান্স ছিল, সো ও ওই সময় স্লো খেলছে যে আমার 100টা করানোর জন্য, দেন আমার যখন 100 হল তখন আমি চেষ্টা করছি যে ওর 50টা করানো যায় কিনা।
চমৎকার খেলেছেন, শুভকামনা আগামীর জন্য।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
So that's it from the post-match presentation. Thank you so much, ladies and gents, for being with us.